Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Moments with Benzo and Friends. Hello, my friends.
Hello.
Sydney, I see all the skin glowing. Girl.
First lady.
I know, first lady.
Chanel.
How you been?
We've
How's
been
it going?
good.
All right, straight away we move to Loud Talk. And on Loud Talk today, we're going to be talking about body count. What does body count mean to you?
Damn.
And how do you feel when people ask you that kind of question? Is it a topic for discussion for you at all? Body count, Joel, I'm going to start from you.
Why me?
Why me? Why me? What is that song?
Body counts. Okay. I personally feel like when someone asks that question, if you're just dating, but you're not like looking for anything exclusive, I don't think it's the right thing to ask anybody. Depending on what you guys are looking for. But if you guys are going to be in a serious relationship, then it's definitely important to know how many partners you been with. And
Okay.
yeah.
Google actually says that the max body count a lady should be between 4 and maximum of 8. I saw that
That's
on
how people
Google.
will never get married.
Hey, what? He said the maximum is. What did he say? And you were just saying that it's actually a topic for discussion for you if you're getting something serious.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a certain way that the society look at a woman when you talk about body count, but it's not the same way for men. Sydney, Sydney, I mean, talk to me. The way the society looks at women when you say, I have had 20. And then the guy says I've had 100. The guy just looks like it's normal. To the guy, they feel like it's normal. But when the lady says 20, they feel like, see.
I honestly think it's a rhetorical question, so it doesn't deserve to even be entertained. Yeah. And I'm not saying, because men can, women can. No, it's not about who can and who can't. I just feel like I'm going to be more concerned about your credit score rather than about your money. What's your My Chart say? Does your primary care doctor say you're clean? Okay, we can go.
Send me a My Chart.
She's like, no diseases formed against me.
So for men around this, I know, right? For American men, it doesn't mean anything to them.
They do care. Like, all men care about body count, but they're so consumed with it, and it's so wrapped up in misogyny and chauvinism, it's just irrelevant.
So if your man asks you, brings it up as a topic, are you going to be willing to discuss it?
Yeah, we can discuss it.
And you're going to tell him the truth?
Yes, but once you hear the truth, we're not going to argue about it. If your feelings are hurt by my sexual past, then, this is me just confessing, telling my truth. This isn't for us to debate, to negate, or to argue about. It happened before you, so what would you be bothered for?
Yeah, because I feel
some men are very fragile and can't hear.
Right, I feel like,
So why ask?
We don't treat it equally. Like,
why ask?
Yeah.
Is it a topic for you?
That's crazy.
Is it something you want to discuss with your spouse,
I mean, for me, obviously, those things are, I wouldn't say like super important, but if you want to be like a transparent person and you don't want skeletons popping up later in your relationship and just causing distractions, I feel it's something to just put out there. Obviously, now you will not go like, it was Johnny, it was Keith, it was this person. No,
because some people
but
talk too much.
Yeah.
So, I dated him before. And then it's like, I dated Johnny before. Peter, I dated Peter. I'm like, you see all of those things.
So you need to just, if you're being with someone who's asking you and you intend to be in a serious relationship with them, I don't see why you should not tell them. If the person doesn't ask you, fine, you can, if you want to choose not to tell them, that's on you. But personally, like, I feel people in relationships need to know that's something that's important, especially because, with sexual relations comes with spiritual ties. There's so much baggage and bondage that comes with those things. So some other people are just well within their rights.
Okay, so Clementine, some people are not just lucky with relationships.
Yeah.
They have just this short 3 months, something happens, they break up, you meet another guy, and then in your 30s, you have dated like 20 people. And then maybe all the 20 have slept with you. Not because you're a bad girl, but you're not just lucky with relationships.
Yeah.
Now you meet this right guy, you want to tell him 20 men have slept with you?
If he wants to be with you and he knows the reason, like I feel at the end of the day, if someone really wants to be with you, they would appreciate the honesty, hearing it coming from you.
Exactly.
Not to now find some auntie at a function that goes, hey, now with this one, she has slept with 30 people. Imagine how that person will now feel. If they care about you and they truly want to be in a relationship, they should know and they should be okay with that. If they're not okay, then keep it moving. Find somebody who's...
But let's
be honest. Men are only asking that question of women. How often are women asking this?
That's what I wanted to ask. Like, they do way worse. You see a man that I used to know a guy that has a book.
Hey,
he had a
collection.
Book. He would market.
I always say that the people that like to judge others are usually the main people that's probably doing the worst thing, the worst of the things that you could possibly ever imagine of.
So there was a debate the other time. Is body count the number of people you have been with or the number of times you have had sex?
No, it's the number of
body
because it's the number of times you have had sex.
Like, what kind of a maniac would you be to be keeping track? Like, okay, today 5. Like, what is going on? You got that much free time, damn.
So it's the number of guys or the number of women, the number of people you have been with.
Yeah.
But I feel like, if someone is being honest with you, especially before you came into the picture, like, you should accept them. If that's somebody that you want to pursue, you want to be with, then that's something that you should, learn to accept. Right. But not just to ask the question to just be judgmental about it. So why did you ask it in the first place? Like, let's hear yours, And
but the men just feel different. They don't feel any way about it. They feel like it's normal for men. It's you as a woman, they feel like, we don't treat it equally. We don't treat it, that's the truth.
Well, I understand that, but, like, let's not judge.
Let's not judge.
Let's not
Joanne
judge.
said, let's not judge. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Yep.
All right, so our laptop will take us to our main topic for the day. A lady recently posted that she has a huge regret over telling her husband about her past escapade with her husband's best friend's dad. Do you get that twist? Like, her husband's best friend's dad, she dated him in the past. Now, their marriage has been shaky ever since the guy has stopped coming home and wouldn't pick his calls. Would you tell your spouse or partner about some very ugly past, or would you just take it to your grave? That is the question for today. So, ladies, let's talk generally. Would you, or do you think it's right to just take some personal stuff to the grave with you, or just confess to Jesus, just confess to God? Say, God, you know about this. I'm taking this to you only. I'm not telling anybody. What do you think?
Hey, this lady, she could have kept this one to herself only because this man will be in the grave before her and her husband.
Damn.
Cindy!
She told on herself. He's going to be in hospice. He's going to be somewhere gone in the next 5 years.
And they've been married 5 years, according to her.
Yeah, they already established a relationship. Let it go. It's okay. She didn't have to tell.
In my head, I'm wondering what brought that conversation. Was there something that happened for her to make that confession? Why would she even say it? It's gone.
Damn, I have questions.
I'm all for being honest with your partner. Especially if you love someone and you really like them, like, you want them to know who you are as a person. But not everybody operates in the mindset of, oh, you've been through this, so I accept you for who you are.
Do you think there are guys? Are you saying there are guys that will accept the fact that my wife has dated my best friend's dad or my dad?
It depends on who the guy is, but not everybody is going to accept that.
That's going to be 1% though.
So
he's an old man.
In my personal opinion, she should have kept this one to herself.
To herself.
Because it's not everybody that's going to accept it.
Because I got questions. I got many questions.
Ask the questions.
Like, first of all, how did the conversation come up? Secondly, is someone threatening you? Like, are you being held?
Is it being blackmailed?
Blackmailed? Because why? Is it unprovoked? Like, did he see something? Did he hear something? Because if someone hears a rumor, right? If it was a well-known or well secret that you're dating someone and a few people knew, as time goes on, people, they will say something to someone, and before you know it, 10 people know. Before you know it, 20 people know. So maybe she just wanted to counter, like, people telling her husband before she does. That, in that case, okay, cool. But, like, if it's unprovoked, girl, you got a lot to work on. Because what?
So generally now, do you think there are some things we should just stick to our grave with us?
Yes.
Like, you have some things you're gonna take there.
Yes. Oh yes.
Or you think you're gonna be faithful to your partner? You're gonna say everything.
No, some things, because he's probably not telling you everything.
Exactly.
You don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, certain things, keep it to yourself. And it's not everything that you should tell a man too. Especially even if you're married to him. Some things you should keep it to yourself.
I feel like sometimes some things I did in the past, I'll just talk to God about it. If I feel like it's gone and he has forgiven me, I just want to take it to him. I do want to say
and I've learned from my mistakes, and I'm doing the
learn
same
from the
too.
mistakes and just move on from
Take
it.
Take it to the grave, keep it to
Has
yourself.
there been any time you felt like telling your husband that thing, like, I think I should just tell him, I don't want him to hear from outside? And then what if like she said, what if she was being blackmailed and she felt like, oh, okay, before you hear it from somebody else, let me tell you this. And then now the guy is not even taking it in good faith, like she came clean to him. This happened way before you guys got married. So if you were in that situation of being blackmailed and you feel like before it gets to my husband, will you tell your husband?
If it's that situation, yes. You would definitely want to counter anyone in the society if you know that something that is about to jeopardize your relationship with a loved one, whether a relationship with as in a married or a relationship with a sister, if there's something like a big secret that you know is gonna destroy your relationship with that person, and there are people that know and they're about to tell that person, damage control. You need to tell that person on your own. It's better for them to hear from you than to hear from another person and then face that, oh my gosh, this person did not even tell me all along.
So now in this situation, she decided to do it herself. Now is acting up. How do you now feel at that point as a person? Like, how do you now feel like, but I told you so that we can discuss this, so you don't have to hear it from outside.
Look,
now,
it's just better to keep things hush. Some things just need to
some things,
you just damage control or no damage control. Like, you know who you are at the end of the day. You know who you were whenever you did whatever you did. Like, you are not my judge, jury, and execution. You're my partner. You're my husband. You're my whoever. Either you with me or you're not. And if I have to do damage control, then yes. But sometimes what's understood doesn't need to be explained. You just don't understand because it was before you. That's all that is.
That's all that is, right?
Yeah.
It's just the timeline.
But I feel like in this lady's case, though, specifically, with the men not showing up back at home and all that, just because you told someone the truth does not mean you get to dictate their reaction.
Yeah.
Because he has the right to feel somehow about it. Because it's not something
he said he's not making his calls anymore.
Yeah. Like, he has the right. She should give him that grace. You know, if he's going to come back, he's going to come back.
But this is my question. What difference does it make that he found out? Because, okay, yeah, it's his friend's father, but she has slept with men that he doesn't even know about. He doesn't know them personally. It's only because he actually knows of the man. Like, why is he really, really bothered about it?
Right. And then the twist to it is, if it was the other way around, ladies would just say, okay, baby, it's okay. You know, you just feel somehow. Now you just,
I don't know which lady is
that. Like if your husband comes to you and tells you, oh, I slept with your mom's friend 5 years ago, you're gonna be angry. You're gonna leave the house.
But some men like to gaslight. They will try to manipulate the situation to come out in their favor.
That's what I'm saying. If my husband comes to me and say that, what I'm saying is this: if I am married and my husband comes to me to confess something he did 5 years ago, sex with somebody, I will now get angry.
That means something is ongoing. Why did it happened 5 years ago? Why did he feel the need to just come?
That's what I'm saying. If it was blackmailed, like somebody wants to come and tell you, oh, you slept with my sister 5 years ago, or like my mom's friend.
For what? Are we rich? What are they trying to get from us? Blackmailing?
It just
what
really
what
depends on what's
they
going
want?
on at that specific time frame.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why is it twist like that? Why is it that when it's on the men's side, we just take it like, okay, my husband did that. Okay, you might be angry a little bit, but you still come back. When it's on their own side, why do they want to cut the relationship, file for divorce sometimes because of something you did 5 years ago.
Because men get hurt
Fragile
all the
egos.
time.
Yes.
They pretend that, oh, me, I can take it. But,
No.
you know, when you love someone and something like that comes out, it will hurt you. Because that person is sacred to you.
Right.
That's your person, you know. Whatever they did in the past, fine, it's in the past. But to hear all those things, it's just like a stab. Like anyone.
Well, then marry a virgin if you don't want to know.
She said marry a virgin if you don't want.
Your wife didn't have someone before you, then marry a virgin.
He has to start scanning everywhere to look for a virgin.
Because, you know, he's not butthurt over some random man. This is his best friend's dad. He probably considers him as a father figure. It's someone he knows, you know. So it's not some random dude like on Whole Street. You don't care about that person, but this one, you know him. You have seen him, probably respect him even. You're like, sir, and then you know, please, no more.
So and then it sticks to their brain. They can't get it off as a man. Anyways, okay, you have something to say.
At this point, if he's no longer coming home, he either probably is already talking to someone new. And
No, it doesn't matter. He might just be great and he just wants to stay away.
That's
That's what you're gonna think. Like he's seeing somebody else. It doesn't really have to be Joel. It doesn't have to be Joel. Anyway, my question is gonna go to the guys. Guys, okay, if you're watching this, how would you handle it if you get to know that your wife of 5 years has slept with your friend's, your best friend's father? How would you handle it? Are you gonna chase her away? Are you just gonna take her with love and say, it's okay, baby, you know, it's past? Let's hear your comments right there below. We'll be right back.
Talking about backing a baby.
Baby backing.
Yeah. Baby backing. So what is baby backing? Baby backing is pretty much when a woman, a mom, puts a baby on her back, ages from 0 to maybe, I don't know.
Sometimes 3, 4.
3, 4? Really? 3,
Some
4
babies,
months?
some babies don't want to be.
And sometimes you have older children too, like such as age as 5 years old too, and the mom still backs them. And baby backing is just a form of bonding with your baby, and it's also something very common in Africa, where when parents are busy working, doing chores, or they have something important going on, and they don't have anyone to watch their children, they back their baby.
Sydney, can you relate with this?
Yes, I backed my son.
You did back your son? Really?
Yes.
So how was it? Who taught you?
His dad at the time.
Okay. And he taught you? And you do it?
He taught me, and then some of his friends. He has a buddy who's a designer, and he made the cloth for us. His wife helped us. So.
And how was it? How did you do?
It took some time to get like comfortable, feeling like he wasn't gonna fall off of me, but it's fine. It works. You know, he'll cry for a little bit, and then he'll be soothed for the most part.
And you prefer it? You like it?
Yes, it's
like
easier to do things because the babies want to be just picked up the whole time.
Yeah.
It's so hard to like cook and clean, and they're like hanging on to you, and I'm like, just come on.
Oh yeah.
It's just easier that way.
So how long did you back him?
I would say probably like 1 year.
1 year? And your back didn't hurt? Did you feel some kind of
No, because I backed him, and I also put him on my front, so
okay.
I would just switch.
All right, so ladies, what do you think? Baby backing everywhere. I mean, everybody knows about baby backing, and I feel like you said, the bond. Some don't.
No. Like in American culture, like just to go buy a harness, that in itself is very like, oh my god, that's so innovative, and it's like, no, everyone else in the world is on game, not us.
And another thing is, I actually saw a video a few weeks back on TikTok where this lady literally backed her baby. Like she took
the white lady, and she went to the store,
walking,
and everybody was like, "Can you take a picture? Can you take a picture? Can you take a?" I saw it too.
Yeah, taking a picture, like, wow, this is so different. It's so cool. But it's like not knowing that it's very common, you know, where we're from.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very common.
Yeah.
All right, Joel. Thank you for that fun fact. And then, so we'll be living today. We're not living without leaving you with a tip on how to. Clementine is about to wow you. Come on, Clementine.
So tips on how to get your spouse, or is it rather just a man, to talk to you when he has attitude?
Okay, I need to sit down and learn on this.
Well, now I will start by saying there is no prescription. because every relationship is different. You need to know who you're with, know their love language, know what they like. Obviously, if they're upset because of something that you did in the home or whatever, you know, as a woman, you know how to get your man to be happy again. If it's food, make 5 pots of big fufu like this. You know, like
how do you get him to eat the fufu because he's angry? He's still
talk to
pissed.
him now. You go and
How?
say, you know.
I was thinking you would like bend down, you know, all those things. Where the remote, you intentionally throw the remote on the floor, and he's watching Asuna, and then you try to pick it up.
Is
and
booty
try
the
to
answer to everything?
everything, yeah.
Is that the answer?
Because I know that is really common. You
Yeah.
know, something is not. You intentionally chew that thing on the floor, sis. You chew it on the floor yourself, and you're trying to pick it up, and then you go.
Yeah.
You
But I know a lot of
attention.
people respond very well to touch, like especially if you've let the situation like cool down a little bit. You know, like just touching someone and just talking to them in a really nice manner, just a kiss here and there, you know, to just diffuse that whole situation. And like I was saying, like people are different. You know your spouse, you know their love language. Do what they like, you know, and just for that moment, for those few days, be in them, like
Yes.
in their
Be in
mode.
their face.
Yeah, like so they
Like,
can, you know, start to get loose a little.
Joel, are you learning? Are you learning, Joel?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be all today on Moments with Friends. We'll be back on the next episode. I'll see you all. Bye.
Bye.